Hi guys, I hope everybody's doing well today. I've been working on different elements for the fall journal that we started. And here's a couple things I've done. I decoupaged a napkin on this page and I wrapped it around. So don't be afraid to decoupage and try new things. So that sunflower I did, and then this is a dictionary page that I put a sunflower on, and it also says sunflower and has the definition for sunflower. So I thought that was a cool little thing. We're going to make this. And then I showed that, I believe, in my last video, but we'll make this together today. And then I will go over how I covered my book and put that on there. So anyhow, we'll go over that. And I'll show you some other things I've done too. I printed this on a book page, the reef, and then I also printed on cardstock, and this is a Graphics Fairy image, and I put on cardstock, I cut out the flowers, I fussy cutted them, and then I glued them and made them look raised, and I thought that would look neat in the fall journal. I also found some playing cards that were fall colors, and I went ahead and embossed them. I thought they were fun. Some of them I embossed, some of them I didn't. So these will go in the journal. And I just love how this, pretty much how it looks like something blowing, leaves blowing. And so that's why I used that embossing folder. And then found this card from Delta Airlines, but I love the colors in there, fall colors. This is a Tim Holtz packaging piece that I love the colors on it, and I always save the packaging. I know it sounds crazy, but it's what I do. Well, I thought I would put this packaging through the embossing machine with a leaf image, and so what I'm going to do is pull it apart and tear it and make it look more like a leaf too. So that's another thing I've done. Let me set that aside. And I showed this leaf that has like a velvet feel to it. I showed it in the last video and it was solid green. So what I did here is I just inked it with some oranges and reds and brown and made it look more like a fall leaf. So that will go somewhere in the journal. But let's get started on this little pocket thing. And so remember I had that on the back. So I went ahead and cut one. I want to say it's like a 4x6 size. So I went ahead and cut another one of these. And I thought we would make one similar. So when this was printed on cardstock, and again, it's from Graphics Fairy. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to, okay, this image was something I either got from Temu or Shein, and I love that it was musical and it said falling leaves, and that's what I did on here. So I went ahead and just embossed the top, and we're going to cut this down. And so what I do is I just go through and get a pencil and outline it to cut it down. And I do like this little piece on the edge, how it looks torn. So we'll go ahead and move that over. And I'm just going to trace it. We're gonna just make this simple and then cut it. I probably should have embossed, I probably should have embossed this after I cut it, but oh well. And then I moved it, okay. Oh, you know, I sort of Well, I guess that piece wouldn't show. Okay, so we're just going to cut this down to size. And I use vintage photo pretty much on everything, but I don't like the grungy look, so I'm just going to do just a little bit of shading on the edge of this. Not too much, just to age it a little bit. I think I'm all thumbs today. And really where it's torn too. Okay, so just a dab will do us. And then what I did on this original one, I put a layer of this paper, craft paper, but I just use a bag. So we're going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to go around the edge with that. We're going to trace and cut that out. And this could be a little bit bigger because I sort of like it to stick out sometimes, the craft paper. Gives it a little bit more dimension. And I sort of cut it messy. I don't care if it's a little bit bigger or not. Oh, I have two bags here. Okay. I was like, what's going on? Oh, I hope that's not too loud for you. Okay. Trying to be a little fast at this. Probably cut some parts out too, so. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and then apply this and apply that. This is my favorite glue, Tombow glue. I used to work for Stampin' Up! And I originally found that through them, and now I can't live without that glue. Okay, so we're just gonna, and a little bit goes a long way. That's what I like about it. So you could get any image that you like to put on the back of this. However, I just happened to like that apple tree and thought it was great, and you can find that on Graphics Fairy. And even if the edges curl up, I like that because that gives it, like I said, more dimension. And I like how when it hangs off on the edges, and it just ages it a little bit. Okay. Just trying to do this fast. Sometimes I'm not fast at all. I'm actually a very slow crafter. Takes me ages to make things. And then I'll ink that around the edges and sort of even like curl up parts of it just to make it look aged. And like I said, I just like a little inking, but you just use how much ever you like. Okay, so that's done. So now we're going to, where's my original? We're going to actually make pockets out of book pages. So I'm going to use a ledger and then 2 different book pages. So what I did is I found this dictionary page. I thought that could look neat. I also found another dictionary page, And I love how aged this is. This is from the early 1900s. And I like that it has this on there already, the indentation. So that will be part of our pocket. So what I do is I try to layer it and see how I would like it to look. And I've already cut some ledger from one of my printables. And so I think, so then I just try to see how I like the colors together. I think I'm going to put this on the bottom down here so it will show the squirrel. And I've already outlined the size that I want. So we'll go ahead and cut that. And some of this stuff I'll try to speed up for you, so it's not so grueling. So I sort of like how that squirrel is down there at the bottom. And so I, just try to look at it for size. And we'll go across the bottom. Trying to wing it. So that will be our bottom pocket. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Guess what? It's not straight. We'll even it out. You know what? I might have already cut one of these. And so what I do is fold it in half so it makes it a little more stable, the pocket, so it's usable. But the other one I'm not going to fold in half because I want that little tab there. Of course I don't have my readers on. And count, see what I'm doing. Okay, so here's what I've done. I folded them and got them in the order that I wanted them. And I sort of like how it just looks like a lot of layers at the bottom. You could do it however you want. And now I'm going to run it through the sewing machine. So we have it sewn. Oh, you know what I did on the last one? I didn't run through the sewing machine with that on the back, but this will be on the back now. So anyhow, you could run it through the sewing machine before you attach the back image, but I didn't here, so we're just gonna wing it. We learn as we go for sure. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I ran it through the sewing machine. I don't mind that on the back. However, you could do it this way, or what you could do is just glue those pockets down. And then you won't have that on the back, or you could run it through before you apply this. So it's however you like it. And so now we're just gonna fill the pockets with different elements that I have. So these are stickers that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I thought, how cute are they? And I just trimmed them, and so they could stick out of the pocket a little bit. And this leaf I cut on the Cricut, made a die cut. So you just fill the pockets. This is from the Dollar Tree, and they looked, the originals looked really fake, and so I applied again my vintage photo to the edges and made it look not so fake. So then you just load it with little fall elements. These were rub-ons that I got from the Dollar Tree that I put on material. So we could put some of those in there. This one's a little bit big. I might save that for another place in the journal. But just giving you ideas of how you could fill it with different things. Remember those sunflowers that I had? We'll go ahead and put that there. We will try to put it in that pocket. I don't like that there. Let me see. Anyhow, I also have leaves too. So even this would be pretty, so I'm not sure. So what I do is I just fiddle around and see what I like and what pocket and see what visual images I like together. Okay, so now we've filled the pockets with fun things, and you could put whatever you want in there. I even had done an acorn out of craft paper and did the edges, so we could throw that in however full you want it. So that's that little pocket thing. I think it came out cute. So what I'll do is show you what I did to do the spine. I did an inch here. I cut out an inch of cardstock. Actually, it was thicker than cardstock. Sometimes our paper or scrapbook paper has thick cardboard on the back, and so I try to cut something as thick as the book, and I did an inch. And what I do, and then I measure how wide I want this, and I apply tie back. And what I use for tie back, I just use these. Instead of purchasing tie back, you could just use envelopes, tie back envelopes from the post office. So it's another little easy way, and I cut it to fit. And then I will apply the tie back, which is underneath here. So I apply that with this glue, and then I apply my material. And while I'm applying the tie back and the material, I make sure I do a crease in between and just leave just a little bit there so the book will close. But simple and easy to put a spine on the book, and that's just how I do it. And I actually learned it. I did a class. Kitty Woody had a video, and I did a class with her to learn how to do it. And that's how I did that. So, and then later on, of course, I find a material in my house that I would have liked better. Because just look at the colors and how those same colors are in this. But then I realized it would have been busy, and so I was better off using this material. But I will use this later on in the book on a page, because this is gorgeous. It's got to be in the fall book. I don't know if you could see the rich colors up close. It just reminds me of fall colors. Okay, well, thanks for coming to my channel, and we will continue to, this was part 2, and we will go on to part 3 in the next video. Hopefully I could get the next video out sooner. All right, everybody have a great day, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Okay, great. Take care.